Hello, this is Mr. McMurray back again. All right, I'm trying to finish up here. We just finished up talking about quizzes. Quizzes, we said, were open note. But when you get to the exams, which after the fourth unit, we will have our first exam. The first exam, it says it requires to respond to lockdown browser, but also has to have the webcam. There's no one else supposed to be talking to you while taking the quiz, no one else interrupting. It should be no notes, no anything. It's full testing, regular exam type rules. So make sure you do that. And this is why you want to do the earlier assignment in the first week there that says the academic integrity policy agreement, because that's a chance to check out your webcam and make sure that it works. And we'll be ready when we get to our first exam. All right, so there's exams. After the next 4 chapters, there will be a second exam. After 3 chapters, there will be the third exam. And finally, after 3 more chapters, there will be a 4th exam. And then there will be a grand finale. All right, otherwise known as the final exam. All right, there will also be, just for the record, Mr. McMurray's course evaluation done for bonus points. If you see an assignment for 0 points, that's usually what it indicates, because I have to make it worth 0 points, and then I can give you points for it, and that gives it credit. But otherwise, it does not work very well. So that's how that's done, and that's what that's about. There will be a article summary, the cold article right here, and that will be available. Actually, I think it's available from the start of the class. However, it will be due by July 16th. It is an article summary. It is where you put it in your own words, tell me the highlights of it, and so forth. But there is a video on that one that tells you a little more detail. Make sure you read it and follow what it suggests. All right. All right, so that's pretty good for that. Let's just one more time. The first unit, we said, is a little bit different. You will have your note outlines just like before. You will have your video lectures just like before. But there will be a couple of worksheets and handouts, and there are no questions for this chapter. And so one of them, you watch a video, write a little summary paragraph. This one, you read a paragraph and just answer one question. This one, you answer like 6 questions if you read through this. But at any rate, it's a pretty easy assignment, and then you have your first quiz. So there's always a quiz. You know, that's just the way life is. The quizzes, when you click to the quiz, of course, it will not let you into the quizzes yet. It will take you directly to the quiz. It takes me to a page where I can grade it. But anyhow, it looks something like this. There will be cartoons scattered in. Make sure you finish the exam or quiz before you read all the cartoons, and then there will be questions and stuff after that. But can't show you that, so we'll go back. All right. Anything else on modules? I think that's pretty much it. First part doesn't matter much. Like I said, you can scroll through this, or if you go to the front page, you can just click on the button, and it will take you to each of these units. All right. Other things on the front page, there will be, like right now it says nothing coming up for the next week because we're in between classes, but there will be a little thing over here, usually in blue, I believe, where it will tell you what's coming up within the next week. All right. Help do that. These are all your chapter units. Now, there is a link for study materials and exams. We said your questions you will turn in, and they are primarily a completion grade, but obviously it'd be nice to know if you got the right answers or not. So the day after they are due, okay, you can click here and click to exam number 1, and it will take you to this page, and it will let you click on the key. All right. For example, on the first one, there's no questions, but there's the bad science worksheet. However, it will not let you see it right now because it's not open yet until June 7th. But you would go there and it would give you the answers to those. So that's a way for you to check your answers and make sure you got the correct answers. I would recommend that. Now, the problem is you have 2 days to take it, and usually these will not come open until the second day. So if you want to take your quiz the first day and you feel like confident that you understood it all, then great, no problem. If you would like to double check it, then you're going to have to wait a little bit. Okay, so that's up to you. But anyhow, that's how that works. All right. All right, go back to the home page. I think that's pretty much it. Let's see if there's anything else that I can think of that we need to cover, but I think that's all of it for the most part. Obviously, your grades are here. You can click on that and see your grades. Modules is here, or you can click over here and get to the unit you need to get to. McGraw-Hill Connect. I think those are the main ones you need. All right, so by all means, once again, contacting me if you need to, just send me an email. It's the summer, things will be going on. I'll have things going on, but I will get back to you as quickly as can. I try to check at least once or twice a day just to see what's there. If it's an emergency, such as you're in the middle of a quiz and it won't let you go on or something, it won't show you answers, so forth, I will, if I need to, reset it so you can redo it or something like that. That happens sometimes, okay? But I realize I can't get back to you in time for you to correct the problem before the quiz is due or something like that. So I will certainly work with you to do that sort of thing. But anyhow, looking forward to having a good summer course. Hope you enjoy it and do well. Have a great summer.